The Magic Academy that Vellum calls home is filled with books, and after leafing through them, he has come across an entry that looks remarkably similar to something he saw in the distance during his exploration. The Forge of Wonders, home of a smithing god and a marketplace of magic. What great treasures lie in wait in such a fabled location? Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, my journey as Vellum, aspiring Archmage of the Apocalypse. One of the first things Vellum is going to be doing today is we had searched through our options here, and we came across Plate Crass, and after looking at it, I think it's going to be a straight upgrade from our chainmail. And the nice thing about the Plate Crass is that the chainmail hauberk is like one piece that goes over torso, arms, and legs, which kind of makes it very hard to be modular with my armor. So I'm going to try and put on this Plate Crass, and then I'll be able to put on the steel arm guards, which will actually be more armor overall. They're taking a while to make, though. I was going to make them entirely off camera, but we've ended up having to do some exploration while making them because I keep running out of food while making them. At the end of last video, I had asked about some mutations, and it is more likely now that we will be actually mutating. It's something I kind of wanted to see happen if Vellum died too many times, and now that we've died like 3 times, I think it's an appropriate time for Vellum to potentially start mutating. With some help of the comments and some extra research, we did find out that basically we weren't getting enough mutagen in our system to actually mutate, and we have more than enough now. Don't worry, I think it's almost impossible for us to not mutate unless we just get incredibly lucky. But in the meantime, I do want to finish this Plate Crass, and then once we're done, we have a goal today. A bit of a different goal. I noticed that there was a Forge of Wonders nearby. This is actually the wrong forge. There's actually 2 of them. And this is a Magiclysm unique location. There's one, so this is the bridge from Brooklyn, right? And then if we head all the way south here, we can get down to this Forge of Wonders. It's a unique location in Magiclysm, and I think we can buy magic items there. So I'm super curious to get over there and try out buying some magic items. I don't know what we'll be able to sell, but I want to kind of just get over there, make a gate to that place, and then once we have a gate there, we can experiment with what we need to do to once we have a gate there, we can experiment with what we need to sell in order to be able to buy things, and whether there's even anything worth buying at all. There are 2 forges, so if one of them doesn't have anything interesting, we could probably just go to the other one. We do need to, unfortunately, rest. So I will be back with you guys once I either finish this cross or have to give up because of lack of food. I just wanted to mention that another thing I'd like to figure out how to do. I don't know if it's within our wheelhouse to be able to do this, though, is try and get some light down here. It's actually one of the reasons I want to go to the forge as well. There's something in Magiclysm called an ever-burning torch, and we could set up candelabras down here that don't require power, because again, as I've said probably too many times at this point, Vellum isn't really interested in electricity or doing things related to electricity. So whenever we can use magic to solve our problems, it just feels more appropriate to do that. Sitting at about 50% now, but we are once again out of food, and we're starting to get a little bit underweight as well. I think that is going to be a good place to stop at 70% here, because realistically, we need to get going so that we don't freaking starve to death. We do have some gross food that Vellum doesn't like, but he is more willing to eat it whenever he is hungry. Okay, we're so close that I think we're just going to finish this. We're literally at 80%. Come on. Apparently, blacksmithing is really hard work that requires a lot of calories. I'm not surprised at all. I've never really blacksmithed in real life. I've done some metalworking. I made some like gauntlets for a LARP once, like metal gauntlets, but I've never done like full blacksmithing. But I can imagine with all that hammer swinging, like this is a real job. 93%, but we're so tired that we're barely able to keep going at this point. As Vellum has to like force down some cat food here. Okay, see if we can... Oh, we're down to extreme tiredness. Okay, so I think a good thing to do now is we're going to study a book for just a little bit in order to kind of just get our tiredness back, our weariness back, I should say. Come on, 94%. So close. I don't think I can wear this over top of my chainmail. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I want to compare. So yeah, Cross is on the left and Chainmail Halberd is on the right. So this has a lot more coverage for the arms and legs. Oh, so it does also cover my arms and legs. It has a little bit more encumbrance, 2 encumbrance on arms and legs. Actually, less encumbrance on the arms, technically. And 10 on the torso. So a little bit more on the torso, a little bit less on the arms. And then if you look at the protection, it's basically double. Double in every single category. So we're twice as protected now in our torso. So our torso and our head are some of the most protected parts of our entire body now, which is exactly what you want, really. So we're going to go ahead and unfavorite this, and we're going to take it off, and we'll favorite this, and wear it. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. We have a nice little look to us now. It kind of looks like we don't have pants on underneath. Is there something we can... We're going to mess with our armor layering real quick and see if we can make it so it doesn't look like we don't have pants on. Actually, that's a good question. Can we just wear this at the same time? Multiple rigid layers. I don't... Yeah, I think... Yeah, those definitely impact with each other. So we can't wear the chainmail with the cuirass. Okay, after some messing around, we did manage to get our thermoelectric suit to be visible again, which made it so that we can... And you can even see our spear strap. I think it looks better without the spear strap. If you didn't know, you can go into your armor layering, which is the plus button, and you can press H, capital H, to hide various things so that you can kind of have like a different look to things if you wanted. And then we have leather armor gauntlets. So the only thing we would need for like a full plate suit at this point would be plate gauntlets. Out of curiosity, do these stack with... They don't seem to, question mark? I did put them on, right? The steel arm guards go on the arms. I am up to the point where I have torso or I have arm encumbrance though. Yeah, so the cuirass and the arm guards don't actually fight each other. Oh man, that is so much protection on my arms. I don't even think I need that though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take them off just because it's too much on my arms. Okay, we're gonna eat what we can before we leave, and then we are going to head. So we need to head to this bridge down here, but we do have a gate down by the bridge. So we're going to head to the southern bridge gates. And from there, we will start heading towards the Forge of Wonders. Vellum has a nice look to him now. I appreciate this. He actually kind of looks like he's in plate mail, which is really cool. It is daytime, but again, as I mentioned before, I'm going to start walking around during the daytime a little bit more now because I'm just not worried as much as I used to be. It does mean, though, that we should use our camouflage just to make ourselves a little bit less visible from a distance. What are those? Zucchinis. Can I harvest those? I can. Wow, that's actually really useful. Yeah, Vellum just goes ahead and harvests all of these plants real quick. What is this? This is a planter. Can I make planters? Build planter. Nails, pebbles, soil, hammering, and wood sawing. You know, that's something we might want to look to making. Can I deconstruct these? Do I get a planter out of it if I deconstruct it? No. I just get, like, the pieces out of it. That's something we should have probably considered is setting up planters inside the academy, because we could have had some plants grown by now. Vellum's journey is kind of approaching its end, though. As I have mentioned before, that this will likely be, not even likely, this will be the last season for Vellum. Ooh, wire. I actually need some wire. I need to make more lockpicks at some point. Some strawberries here. Just gonna try and stay filled up here. Looks like it says mature plant. We can't grab these yet though. Ooh, okay. It looks like the chaos that we started last time at this bridge is still going, and there's a minefield on the bridge. Okay. Can we cast lightning blast? We need our hands free for lightning blast. Good to know. We do need to recast our abilities because I accidentally used the wrong ability there. Okay, so lightning blast is a 3x3. Lost concentration. I want to try this, basically. Come on, we keep losing concentration. We do have a fairly high failure rate there. We'll just go ahead and lightning bolt him instead. Which does a solid 53 damage now. Taking a step back. We are going to... Ooh. Fat zombie grabbed us. Okay, so we want to... Oh, we got grabbed by both at the same time there. So we're going to actually take a few steps back here. This pupating zombie is like, what the hell? Messing us up. It's because we're tired? Yeah. I think it must be because we're tired. We phase across the fence and take a few swings at it, but man, it is not wanting to go down. And we're going to lightning blast the other side. Makes a clang and a crackle. I think the clang was them actually banging on the fence. Oh my gosh, are we seriously failing it this much? We really need to practice lightning blast more. Yeah, I think this is not going to be possible to cast. We could probably cast a mana bolt though. And the mana bolt is hitting the fence. That's weird. Okay, so I think that's what we've just learned. Ooh, solar panels. It's no. I think what we've just learned is that while we're this tired, maybe we don't mess around during the daytime. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to head back. We have to crouch on the roof here, stop concentrating, and get some of our focus back, I think. In fact, we'll even take the time to bandage our wounds super fast. Yeah, being low focused. That was very dangerous for a second there. Okay, there we go. We finally managed the gate. We are going to spend a day back home and get everything back to a handled position, and then we will go back out once we're rested and all that stuff. So I do still want to travel during the day though, so we will wait until morning to head out. Awake and fresh the next morning. I did want to check, now that we have the second circle ritual, I wanted to check what we need for this. We need 250 silver. Mana infused blood. How do we get that? Mana infused blood. So we need animal blood, demi-human blood, mutant blood, human blood, and then just mana dust. So we actually can just make that. So what we'll want to do is probably bring like 4 glass jars with us and see about draining some blood. Okay, what else do we need? We have the silver. That's not a big deal. Let's see. We need funnel cap chunks, black and white eyes, golden reed stalks, or chunks of dryad bark. We don't. That's one that we really definitely don't have. We have the mercury. The mana infused blood should be pretty easy to get. Crystallized mana is going to be easy to get because even if we don't have enough, we can just make some. And then we need a tool of mana infusing 2 or more, and a tool of mana focusing 2 or more. Let's see if I can. So mana focusing 2. That's going to be the silver infusion bracelet. I actually can make that right now. I can make that right now if I just had a silver bracelet, which I can make a silver bracelet. Hold on. Gotta always remember to turn our light on before this. So we're going to just do this until... We're just going to work on this until it's daytime. So right around like maybe 4 a.m. And then we'll finish this up next time we are... So let's go to 4:30. Actually, let's just finish it because it's so freaking close. Okay, so now we have a silver bracelet. So a silver infusion bracelet will take us another hour to make, but we have everything we need to make it now. And that would give us level 2 mana infusing. But we also need mana focusing, right? Mana focusing 2. Interesting. I don't know how to get that. Either way, we are good to move again. So we are going to go ahead and gate back to the southern bridge and see about trying to get across this goddamn bridge. Kind of just picking the harvest of the city as we move along because we do need food. That's cannabis. We don't really need to be eating cannabis. That seems like a bad idea. We do need, however, to remember to activate camouflage so that we don't get attacked from nearly as far away. And we should be a little bit better to fight this time. And there's that incandescent husk. Okay. It takes 6 seconds to cast Gravity Well. Is there something else I have better? Mana Bolt might be a go-to here. Mana Bolt hits for 50 damage. Hell yes. Let's do another one. And despite hitting for another 50 damage, there it goes. Now it goes down. Ooh, okay. Gotta watch out with those kinds of things. Although we are slightly resistant, I'm told. to lightning damage because of our level of Storm Shaper magic. I think slightly resistant is still not quite good enough. Can we bleed this corpse? Zombie nearby. Okay. Let's go ahead and try again. Horn container? Okay. That wasn't the smartest move, actually. I just realized that made toxic acidic blood, which immediately burned through. I don't think that's going to be what we need. Can we make mana infused blood from that? No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna leave that behind. That was we know what we need to do now, but that was a bad move. Not very smart of us here. We'll just go ahead and dismember it real quick to get rid of it. Did it damage any of our stuff whenever it did damage some of our stuff, but I think we'll be fine. It's not that bad of damage. Okay, now we need to actually try and get across this river here. Go ahead and send out a wind strike against that boomer that was kind of coming up on us. Okay, here's the thing. This is literally a minefield. This is literally a minefield. Is there any way for us to, like, tell where the mines are? Maybe if we just keep to one side here. We're actually kind of fine, it looks like. Sounds like there is a lot of enemies. Actually, it's not that bad. There's just a very small horde waiting for us on the other side here. We're going to mana bolt that guy from afar just because we don't want to fight him up close. And it looks like we have a person down here. I think we'll follow the road, at least until we get down to that orchard. We have a big zombie. Shambling corpse of a huge bipedal dinosaur predator with a tail ridge running down the length of its back, covered with heavy muscles. Its teeth are curved and serrated like saw blades. Well, we don't want to mess with that Acrocanthosaurus zombie. It sounds like a one hell of a no. So we're going to continue down here. It looks like there's actually quite a few people down at this orchard, and they might be actively getting attacked by zombies right now. I do want to check. Ooh, is that a wasp nest? I was going to say I want to check out this gas station, but there's a wasp nest literally right on top of the gas station, so we're going to leave the wasp nest alone. As we approach this orchard, we do see that there are at least a handful of dead here. Go ahead and wipe out a couple of them with a wind strike. Lightning bolt down the feral. That feels so good to be able to actually get a lightning bolt off on something and it actually worked. And of course a goose. Frickin' goose. Ooh, we just spotted a Mido. Midos are alien creatures of uncertain origins. Its shapeless pink body bears numerous sets of paired appendages of unknown function and a pair of ribbed, membranous wings, which seem to be quite useless. It has a pyramid-shaped head and it has like a fungaloid body. They're creatures that were said to have not existed, as they were part of literally Lovecraft's mythos, but now in this version of the world, they are now almost common. I mean, it's like they moved in as we went to butcher the cow, because honestly, that would be a lot of meat for a long time. The Mido did move in on us. I think we're going to wind strike it, doing 51 damage and knocking it down. It is starting to run away. We will lightning bolt it as it goes away, and we hear a crackle of lightning and it explodes into nothing left. Let's go ahead and continue our quick butchery. Is there anything good that we got out of that? Lots of bones. Nice. Chunks of fat, chunks of meats, scraps of meat. Yeah, if we could actually get all of this back. I don't know if we can carry all this. We cannot carry all that. But even what we can carry is pretty good. And it looks like the people that were here are dead. I don't know if the Mido killed them or what. Yeah, they look freshly dead, actually. Oh no, that's a feral human and a decayed zombie, so that's not the people who were here. Another zombie here. He has a test tube full of crystalline dust. Yellow crystalline dust. I think that's the kind of dust from Mind Over Matter. Yeah, it is. Okay. Want to see if we can find the people that were here. These are still zombies. Go ahead and open up the barn door here. See if we can get inside. Ideally, if these guys have like a stove, I might actually take a moment. What is this? Corrugated metal wall. Interesting. An electric forklift. Guess this is like a metal barn. I was gonna say if they have a stove, I might see about cooking this food real quick so I don't have to take it back with me. But like, they look like they only have this oven, which is not ideal. We are pretty close to this elven workshop that's down here. So I think we're going to keep going for now. In fact, we will drink one of our mana potions as well, just to get the mana regeneration going. Use the fast travel to get a little bit farther south real fast. Okay, as we pick some berries, we notice that there is a absolute clusterfuck of dinosaurs fighting each other. They're killing each other and then turning into zombies and then fighting each other again. So in the middle of them, there's a Diplodocus zombie, but that's fighting a whole bunch of Aptosauruses. And I think we just want to not be part of that over there. So we are going to immediately move to the south and kind of just get out of here. Vellum is not in the business of fighting dinosaurs. Every experience we've had with fighting dinosaurs so far has gone terribly, terribly awry. There's a little hunting blind. It's a flail fiend. A huge lawn nuts. Oh, it's a named dinosaur. Okay, yeah, we're good. Excuse me? We just found a leprechaun? Mischievous shoemaker who wear green and loved pulling pranks on mortals? Interesting. I didn't expect to find a leprechaun out here. That is highly strange. I think we're far enough away from everything now that we're going to fast travel again. And we finally reached the Elven Workshop, which I don't know if these guys are going to be hostile to me or what, but we're about to find out. Well, that's at least a good sign. The front door was unlocked, and we have workshop elves. They're tracking us, but they won't talk to us or anything like that. Oh, look at that. There was an anvil here and a demon forge. What the hell is a demon forge? This forge is made of chitin of a huge red spider that has been a penchant for flames. Custom made to withstand the heat from elementum, this forge can resmelt magical metals into their workable ingot form. Wow. Yeah, and there's some elementum right there. What is this? Magically processed coal or charcoal. It burns as hot as magnesium and for a significant longer period of time. One of the few magical materials that is still produced in any quality today due to its usefulness. Yeah, this place is just a treasure trove. Oops, I did not mean to attack them. I literally just tried to step, and he stepped in front of me, and Vellum considers them hostile enough, possibly because they're creepy, that he started to attack them. Chunk of copper. Would this be considered stealing? They don't seem to mind. There isn't anyone I can talk to here, though. And the workshop elves, they're not the same kind of elf that Vellum is. They're not interested in communication with me, it seems. Okay, we're going to travel again, heading down to this mine entrance down here. Actually, the mine would be pretty useful to us. We might be able to find, like... Ooh, what the hell is that thing? Rust zombie? Interesting. I think we fought one of those before. Send out a lightning bolt at the ones that are coming at me. Soften them up. We're gonna get across this fence. Take out the rust zombies from the other side. Kind of use the fence as a way to get across here. I'm curious what the rust zombies are going to... If I remember correctly... Send a lightning bolt down the main line there. If I remember correctly, the rust zombies we saw before, they were... We're gonna wind strike just everything here. We could, like, dismember them for metals, and I'm kind of curious... With our level of blacksmith, or our desire to blacksmith that we have now, if any of these are going to actually be worthwhile to kind of take apart. So here's the shady zombies. Just go ahead and destroy those. This guy had a medical kit on him. If I can find it. There we go. Crush down the shady zombies. Okay. Rust zombie. Let's do a quick butchery and see what we got out of it. Chunks of steel. Okay. Scrap metal. No, like, rare materials, though. we're going to go ahead and smash down that. Can we, let's see, chunks of steel, mining helmets, more scrap metal. Can we butcher a thing that's already been crushed down? It appears so. Cool. Some more chunks of steel, an electric lantern, sinew, attachable earmuffs. Do any of these guys have like a pickaxe maybe? Just going to go ahead and eat some of the food around here real quick. A pickaxe would be kind of amazing right now. I'll take these water purification tablets with me just because they save on mana whenever I want to get some water going. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to search real quick and type pick. This guy has a pickaxe. Okay. We are going to take that with us because I am... Oh, hey! We need to go deeper. Reach a mine. That is actually one of the achievements I wanted to get. That unlocks the ability to do the mine, the bottom of a mine. Start. Okay, let's see. Sand, limestone, sulfur, coal, niter. I'm looking for some more copper if they have it. Go ahead and phase into the mining facility here. There are a lot of miners in here. Holy crap. Okay. Let's just send a lightning bolt down through all of them. Soften them up again. Anything interesting in here? Not really. Metal casting reference manual. Information about casting various types of metal. That actually seems pretty useful. We probably want to remember Wolf Darkwater. Interesting. We want to remember this location and come back to it, but before we do anything else, I still want to get down to that Forge of Wonders. So we do want to come back to this mine in the future, but for now, we're going to continue to head down to the Forge of Wonders here. We are overburdened. Okay. Probably because of the pickaxe. We have another pickaxe at home, so we'll just leave this one on the ground there. And then we're going to travel down towards the forge here. Hopefully this place is not hostile. There are these creatures called Forgeborn out here. What are these? They're ignoring us. The most elaborate, gaudy, and overwrought clockwork creature you've ever seen. Each one has its face designed and a mask displaying a single emotion. Blades ascend from their wrists for combat. So these are the defenders of the forge, but they do seem to be ignoring me. See the Forge of Wonders. Another achievement. 2 achievements in one video. Crazy. As Vellum is actively searching for an entrance here. Oh, that's so cool. There's like a giant lava forge in there with 2 demon forges in front of it. However, it does look like the entrance is across some sort of river here, which is highly inconvenient for us. So we're going to have to go around to the other side. This place should be relatively safe as long as we don't like auto move ourselves into one of these Forgeborn and accidentally attack them. Because if we accidentally attack something here, I'm going to imagine that we're going to die. Candelabra of everlasting candles. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to get once we're here. So it looks like Valazine. Yeah, this guy has a ton of stuff. Is there a way for me to talk to him from a distance here? Because he's like behind glass. Seems like some sort of merchant maybe. Valzane of Siam, Forge Lord. Yeah, glass steel vault wall. We're going to put away our spear. Yeah, it looks like there's some forge demons in there, and it's an absolutely crazy amount of resources inside. Okay. Well, we can talk to the Forgeborn, but they don't have anything to say to us. Again, we want to be careful not to, like, push into anything and attack it. There's some people over here. Former pirates. Not much that they want to talk to us. Oh, Forge Lord. Here we go. Let's trade. Has a cavalry spear +1, a whole bunch of owlbear and gastroliths, potions, Palette pearls, glow dusts, dragon blood. That sounds... Blood dragon hides. Oh, okay. We could buy a lot of dragon stuff here, apparently. Let's see if there's anything interesting else that he has. And then a bunch of stuff that he's wearing right now that he won't sell to us. Okay, so that was that guy. This guy won't talk to us, and that guy won't talk to us. So we could make dragon armor from this, but, I mean, ideally, we get our own dragon armor. We have a diviner here. Are you looking for something in particular? Can you help me find something here? Perhaps. What do you seek? A god? Valzane is over at the entrance of the forge, selling overpriced magical knickknacks, or perhaps there was something else you have in mind. So this guy can basically tell us where other magical things are. It gives me the impression that I should be able to talk to them. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, we bound a thing for chat. So now we can talk to the librarian. The librarian sells Oh, he sells magical books. He sells magical manuals. Summon wolf, summon wood shaft, scroll wooden shaft, scroll of mage shield, impalement. Summon sown bicep, penetrate your enemies. Air bubble, allowing to breathe underwater. Cool. Cooking with poison. Soulbinder's Guide to Necromancy. Beginner's Guide to Alchemy. The alchemy book might actually be useful to teach us some stuff that we don't have previously. There's a belt of haste on the ground there. A belt of weaponry. What does the belt of haste do? Does it tell us? Doesn't tell us. Maybe it just activates haste while we're on it. Belt and weaponry. Sheath and holster any weapon into it in a blink of an eye and seemingly stores them somewhere else. Ooh, that's so cool. Parabolian. Oh, that's just a normal item. Minor Staff of the Magi. There's a part of me that wants to like try and steal that belt of haste and belt of weaponry and then just like make a run for it. But before I do that, I want to, now that I have a button to talk to people, I want to come over here and talk to the Forge Lord and see what he has to sell. Here we go. Let's trade. Avalanche arrows. Oh my god, this is so cool. Whole bunch of things of theirs. Bags of infinite throwing knives, a disorientation bracelets. Cast a spell that temporarily breaks the whole movement system of a creature, disabling its movement for a short time. Requires almost a week to restore its charge. Okay. Let's see. We got wands, disposable wands, more disposable wands, an eel ring. A thin silver band ring depicting an eel coiled on itself. Allows you to dodge an extra attack per turn. I mean, it's 3,000, but it'd be totally freaking worth it. Enchanted tailor's kit, high quality engraved steel kit with a variety of needles, some plastic spools for thread, and some small scissors. Even a small heating element for melting and joining plastic. Use the tailor's kit to customize your clothing and armor. It also contains one of those magic spiders that constantly, if slowly, makes new thread. We have an endless teapot for endless tea. Escape boots allows you to teleport. Some ever-burning torches. We only would need one, so one would be 296. Okay. Greater storage ring. A glistening ring holding a small dimensional space inside, capable of storing a medium-sized weapon you can draw instantly. Oh man, that would be really cool, because then we could take off our spear strap and our torso would be less encumbered. So some heat cubes. Oh, I could bring my heat cube here and sell it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to write down some of the things that I think we can sell, because what we're going to do is we're going to attune to this location, and we're going to have a shop that we can go to. But first I need to kind of just write some stuff down so that I don't forget what I want to sell here. Okay, so we got the heat cube on the list. Reign of Dexterity +4. It's only 12,000. Jesus. Whole bunch of, so bring a speed. Probably just extra speed. Oops, I didn't mean to close the menu. I am like a kid in a candy store here. And there we have scrolls. Okay, Scroll of Mana Beam. Mana Beam is going to be a pretty cool spell to try out at some point. It is basically a replacement for Lightning Bolt though, so I don't know if we super need one. A Cauldron of Purification. Absorbs poisons from liters of material. May have other properties that require discovery. Interesting. Super Gravity Preservation Box. Uses gravity preserve, makes the box much heavier, but anything in it lasts far longer and you can store more. Interesting. Endless Flask. Okay. Parabolan Wool Breachers. Well-made pair of old-fashioned pants made of silvery iridescent material, comfortable but lacks pockets. Shimmers as you look at it, made of parabolan wool. It sometimes dimly shows reflections of things here or not. Interesting. I don't know what parabolan wool is. A wizard hat increases your max mana. Okay. Lesser Bracer of Lightning. A light but extremely sturdy steel bracer with an ornate bundle of lightning bolts engraved on the top. Silver accentuates the intricate design. It protects your body with a light armor to reduce electrical damage you take, as well as being able to release a jolt spell 3 times a day. That, ooh, it actually, look at that. It actually has really good defensive values too. So that's something we probably want to buy as well. But we definitely want to buy, like, the number one thing for me here is the ever-burning torch and the greater storage ring. So we need to make, like, a few thousand. So what we're going to do is we're going to step over here in this corner where we're not going to be in the way of anyone. And we are going to eat a little bit of food, which we don't have any food, so let's not worry about that, I guess. And we are going to attune to the area. Okay, after what felt like a much longer 6 hours than usual, finally have this thing open. The reason is that there was a lot going on here, a lot of simulated, so it was taking it like Like, it took a literal real life minute for 5 in-game minutes to pass, so I actually walked away and made breakfast. That's how long it took, and by the time I sat back down, it was still going. So you're welcome for cutting that one out. But let's see, this is the Southern Forge of Wonders. We're going to immediately gate back, and we're going to, first of all, I actually want to preserve all my food, if it's possible to preserve it. Do I seriously not have any wood? We have plenty of planks. Hold on. We're going to haul these planks downstairs into our wood pile and see what we can do with this meat. If we salt it, I think that'll preserve it for a pretty long time, right? Oh, you know what we can do? We can come up to one of these up here and reload this charcoal furnace, say with 12,000, and then insert a bunch of food to smoke. And then we need to light it somehow. I think we need a lighter. Hold on. There we go. So that one's going. Now let's go ahead and reload this one, let's say with 5,000. And then insert food. Okay, we don't have any more food that can be smoked right now. But we do have some food being smoked now. Now, with that in mind, what can we make? What do we still have on us? Sweetbread and scraps of meat. Okay. Here we go. So we got the beef jerky now. Looks like it lasts a really long time, too. Nice. We'll go ahead and hold on to that. And should be able to make something with the sweetbread. Let's just cook one for now and see if it's something that Vellum is willing to eat. He will not eat cooked sweetbread. Good to know. Is there something else I can make with it? Okay, so let's look. What was that thing called? It was a heat cube. Where was it? So we have the heat cube. We will bring that with us. Go ahead and drop all of the stuff we have on us, that we have room for all of this. We don't need to repair some shit today. Here soon. What else can we sell? We might try and sell some of this stuff. Just, we're not going to wear it. I don't know what he's going to accept for purchase, but I bet he'll probably accept the heat cube for purchase. Do we have any other magic items? We could sell the wolf's head and cufflinks, potentially. Okay, let's go with that for now. Turn off this fire and gate back to Forge of Wonders. Talk to this guy. Trade. What the hell? So this heat cube, he's trying to buy it, sell it for 10,000 credits, but will only buy it for 125. What a cheapskate! And the army helmet and the chainmail cobber are worth literally pennies. What the fuck? This guy is a cheapskate. Absolute cheapskate. The wolf's head cufflinks are worth 30 apiece. Man, getting up to the thousands in order to buy some of this stuff is going to be way harder than I thought it was going to be. Holy crap. Maybe there's something specific that he wants. I'm going to talk to him. Apparently we can discuss stories. What are you doing here? Well, here and now, I am the law, and the law here is that people purchase my goods. They take them out into the world, and they die, or they return to buy more of my goods. Either way, I write poetry about them. Good day, sir. Huh. We'll go ahead and sell the heat cube to him, because we're not going to... Wait, what does that mean? I'm never going to be able to pay you back for all of that. The most I'm willing to owe you is $100. Oh, this is getting us credits? So I can't sell anything to him. Not really. Let's check selling stuff to the pirate real quick. Maybe the pirate will just have more money. Again, we need to be careful that we don't run into any of the guys here. I think this is the pirate lord, right? Yeah. Let's trade. There we go. Look at that. But that's still credit because he doesn't have that much money. Damn. So this is actually worth something to him, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't have that much money. Apparently denarii are worth 25 apiece. So I could maybe convert this into denarii by buying the denarii from him. Let's see if I can find something that's worth a smaller amount and then trade it for denarii. Yeah, let's do this. So I don't really want to sell the chainmail harbor for only $20. I mean, our magic items are officially worth a lot of money to this guy. We might need to get money another way. And if anyone has a good idea of how to get enough money for us to start buying some magic items here, that'd be nice to know. I don't know why every time I try and press 1, I can't only buy 1 denarii, because whenever I press 1, it pushes me up in the menu for some reason. That's very strange. Normally, the only time that 1 does that is if it's on the numlock. So I'm not sure why it's doing that right now. What I guess we could do is we could like start a pile of stuff that we want to sell and leave it here because it's kind of all very heavy. So we'll go ahead and if I drop something and then pick it back up here. Is that stealing? No, it's not stealing. Okay. I don't know the rules for stealing in this game because I do know that there are rules for stealing. You're not mad at me, are you? Ignoring me. Okay. Do you have money? You only have 13 denarii. If we could get 1 denarii and see how much that's worth to the Forge Lord, that would be kind of ideal. I wonder if we can get, like, is normal money worth something to this guy? Because, I mean, I've killed hundreds of zombies who have money on them all the time. Okay, we're going to gate a couple more times here. Go back to the Academy Tower. And I think I have some denarii. If they're worth 25 to him as well, then we might have a method here. Yeah, we have 10 denarii, so that should be 250. Is there anything else we'll want to bring with us? We'll eat some beef jerky real quick. And, yeah, let's bring some diamonds with us as well this time. Basically just trying to figure out what is valuable to this man. Okay, so how do you feel about denaries? How much are those worth to you? A denarii is worth 25. Okay, so I can convert things into denarii by selling things to other people, and then I can use the denarii to get credit with this guy in order to be able to buy things from him. How much was the ever-burning torch? 296. So I'm actually pretty close to being able to buy that right now. Let's go talk to one of the merchants that has more reasonable freaking prices and see about selling the diamonds to them. See what they think about diamonds. Wow, diamonds are just not worth anything, huh? That's kind of surprising. I mean, I could sell the Wolf's Head cufflink to him, but he doesn't have enough money to actually buy it off of me. And he only has 275 money, essentially. Can we buy anything from him? Dangerous location? Oh, can you tell me where a dragon lives? Balrog mine? We can fight Balrog's Kraken Cave? Oh, we might have to go monster hunting, guys. Swamp Dragon Cave. There we go. You fancy yourself a dragon slayer, eh? It's my understanding they use a lot of acids to be ready for that. And remember that the body parts of dragons are quite valuable. Even the blood. So you might want to bring something to keep the said blooded and bleed corpses before you butcher. I'll mark it on your map. It's a deal. Visit the dragon. There we go, guys. They have given us the location of a dragon. That's the good news. You want to see the bad news? This is how far away it is. It is going to be quite a trip. It is like 3 times farther than we've ever traveled before to get to this dragon. But we have a goal. We have a swamp dragon we can kill. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk to them real quick again. What's a geological formation? Man, these people are super useful. It's Zodiac location, Strange Temple, Attunement Altar, Magic Academy. And she showed us where a new Magic Academy is here in Sunderland. That's, oh my gosh. This forge is just like a treasure trove of information, a treasure trove in general. With this list of dangerous locations, you know, we could kill a kraken, a swamp dragon, and a balrog. That is honestly amazing. That is honestly amazing. As we were looking around, we did see that there's a +1 katana here. It's still tempting to like just pick up some of these items, specifically the belt of weaponry. But I am very worried that if we pick up anything off the ground here, it's going to be considered stealing, and we are just going to get murdered for it. Okay, but we have a goal. We need to make some money because I want to buy some stuff from the Forge Lord here. And you know what? We're probably not going to be using that army helmet anymore, so I think I am going to go ahead and sell it because these merchants, these NPCs might refresh their inventories eventually. So we're going to go ahead and sell it in order to just kind of have the denarii for now. Wow, it's actually not even worth a single denarii. It appears that I was paying that scrying lady a denarii every time I asked for something as well, which I guess I didn't notice that, but yeah, okay. That's not worth a single denarii, so we'll just leave it in a pile here. Again, we'll kind of just make a pile of things that we want to sell. And the last thing that I want to check today is I'm sure there's a zombie around here somewhere that has money on him. I want to check real quick if the Forge Lord will just take normal money. So let's search for wallets, because that's what people are going to have. Yeah, there's one right there. So yeah, leather wallet, here's a cash card, and some dollar bills. I doubt that cash card is going to be going to work. I doubt that the Forge Lord, of all people, is going to be interested in credit cards. But it's possible. Okay. So this is going to be our last trek to this guy. We'll never buy this. He will also never buy the dollar bills. So we need denarii. Okay. Each of these mithril coins has the profile of Valzane. Strangely, each of these coins is defaced in some way. Yeah, so Valzane, this is specifically his money. Okay, that makes sense. So we need a lot of denarii. We need a lot of denarii. So if anyone has a good idea of how we can do this, how we can get a lot of money for the Forge Lord, I am all ears. Please, please, please let me know. We're going to go ahead and drop our denarii off there for now. And yeah, still though, today was a huge stepping stone. We learned a lot, and we now have a mission for visiting this dragon, the swamp dragon, way off to the southwest here. All the way down here, swamp dragon. It's kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. Plus, if we want a little bit more magical supplies, we can hit another magical academy on the way here in Sunderland, which we have access to pretty easily now with our gates in the Forge of Wonders. I'm going to have to leave it there, though. This has been Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I have been Areima. If you guys have enjoyed the series so far, please feel free to leave a like and comment if you have any suggestions. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.